Muhammad Ali, born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky, transcended the sport of boxing to become a global icon of courage, conviction, and charisma. His life story intertwines his meteoric rise in the boxing world with his unwavering stance on social justice, making him one of the most influential figures of the 20th century. Cassius Clay grew up in a segregated America where racial tensions were high and opportunities for African Americans were limited. At the age of 12, after his bicycle was stolen, Clay reported the theft to a police officer named Joe Martin, who also happened to be a boxing coach. Martin suggested that Clay learn how to box to defend himself, and thus began his journey into the world of boxing. Clay quickly displayed a natural talent for the sport, winning 6 Kentucky Golden Gloves titles and 2 National Golden Gloves titles. His unorthodox style, characterized by his speed, agility, and float like a butterfly, sting like a bee approach, set him apart from other fighters. At the age of 18, Clay represented the United States at the 1960 Rome Olympics, winning a gold medal in the light heavyweight division. His Olympic success catapulted him into the professional boxing scene, where he made his debut later that year. Clay's early professional career was marked by a series of impressive victories, but it was his brash confidence and charismatic personality that captured the public's attention. He would often predict the round in which he would knock out his opponents, a practice that earned him both fans and critics. In 1964, at the age of 22, Clay faced the formidable Sonny Liston for the heavyweight championship. Despite being the underdog, Clay won the fight when Liston failed to answer the bell for the 7th round. After the victory, Clay announced that he had converted to Islam and changed his name to Muhammad Ali, aligning himself with the Nation of Islam and its leader, Elijah Muhammad. Ali's conversion was met with widespread controversy and criticism, but he remained steadfast in his beliefs. His association with the Nation of Islam and his outspoken stance on racial justice made him a polarizing figure, but also a symbol of resistance and empowerment for many African Americans. In 1967, Ali made headlines once again when he refused to be drafted into the U.S. military during the Vietnam War, citing his religious beliefs and opposition to the war. His famous declaration, "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong," resonated with many who opposed the war, but also led to severe consequences. Ali was stripped of his heavyweight title, banned from boxing, and faced a potential 5-year prison sentence. His passport was revoked, preventing him from fighting abroad, and he became a symbol of the anti-war movement. Despite the personal and professional toll, Ali remained resolute in his convictions, stating, "I would rather go to jail than betray my beliefs." In 1971, after a lengthy legal battle, the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Ali's conviction in a unanimous decision. He returned to the ring to face Joe Frazier in what was dubbed the fight of the century. Both fighters were undefeated, and the bout captured the attention of the world. Frazier won the grueling 15-round match by unanimous decision, handing Ali his first professional loss. Despite the setback, Ali continued to fight, and his rivalry with Frazier became one of the most storied in boxing history. They faced off 2 more times, with Ali winning both rematches, including the legendary Thrilla in Manila in 1975, which is widely regarded as one of the greatest boxing matches of all time. In 1974, Ali faced George Foreman in the Rumble in the Jungle in Kinshasa, Zaire. Foreman was a formidable opponent, known for his devastating power, and many doubted Ali's chances. However, Ali employed a strategy known as the rope-a-dope, allowing Foreman to tire himself out while absorbing his punches. In the 8th round, Ali seized the opportunity and knocked out Foreman, reclaiming the heavyweight title. Ali's victory over Foreman solidified his status as the greatest, a title he often used to describe himself. His unique combination of skill, strategy, and psychological warfare made him a master of the sport, and his fights became cultural events that transcended boxing. Beyond the ring, Ali was a tireless advocate for civil rights and social justice. His refusal to be drafted during the Vietnam War and his outspoken criticism of racial inequality made him a symbol of resistance and courage. He used his platform to speak out against injustice, aligning himself with figures like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. In the later years of his life, Ali focused on humanitarian efforts, traveling the world to promote peace and understanding. He worked on various charitable initiatives, including providing food and medical supplies to developing countries, advocating for Parkinson's disease research, and supporting organizations that promoted racial and religious harmony. In 1984, Ali was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a degenerative neurological condition that affected his speech and motor skills. Despite the challenges, he remained active in public life, using his platform to raise awareness about the disease and inspire others with his resilience. Ali's public appearances, such as lighting the Olympic torch at the 1996 Atlanta Games, were poignant reminders of his enduring spirit. He continued to be a global ambassador for peace and humanitarian causes until his passing on June 3, 2016. Muhammad Ali's legacy extends far beyond his achievements in the boxing ring. He was a trailblazer who challenged societal norms, fought for justice, and inspired millions with his unwavering principles and indomitable spirit. His life story is a testament to the power of conviction and the impact one individual can have on the world. Ali's contributions to sports, civil rights, and humanitarian efforts have left an indelible mark on history. He remains a symbol of courage, resilience, and the enduring fight for equality, making him not only the greatest in boxing, but also one of the greatest figures of the 20th century. In reflecting on his life, Ali once said, "Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth." Through his actions, both in and out of the ring, Muhammad Ali exemplified this philosophy, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire and uplift generations around the globe.